What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 410, back with a brand new WWE Champions video. Now, I hope that you're all ready for this upcoming weekend's festivities because we got faction feuds to grind out. So I hope that you're locked and loaded and ready to go. May your teams be properly set up to take advantage of the plethora of line fill bonuses. May you have your perks maxed out so you can take on any opposition and walk away with the W. And most importantly, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you have the proper trainers, coaches, straps, and metal combinations so you can dominate throughout this weekend's content. However, aside from faction feuds, you already know what's up. Brand new weekend content means a brand new superstar gearing up to make their official in-game, in-ring debut. And this upcoming weekend is no different because after observing this exclusive 5-star bronze gameplay for the upcoming unit from the Broskis, thanks to the good old folks over at Scopely, I've got nothing but praise for the champion who's up next, who threw everyone for a loop, New Gen Trickster, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Connecticut Blue Blood. Now, let's be real here. Let's be real. Tricksters are a fun class. Ain't no denying that. And this guy's bringing a lot to the table, from my point of view. Aside from having a beast mode coaching ability, bolstering the botch gem damage of defensive units within the game, as well as providing them with an additional botch gem on the board. He has a superb tag link with D-Generation X, helping boost up that purple MP for him and his partner. And aside from that, when it comes to his moves, they're low charge, and depending on your trainer and coaching setup, depending on your scrap and metal combination going on, he can hit like a truck. Now, he isn't a god tier unit, okay? He isn't no Omni level unit. He isn't no tier 1 unit. If anything, he could be top, bottom, middle of the pack when it comes to second tier. But there's something about this character that I feel makes him worth pulling for regardless of where he sits on the tier list. Because he brings about an element to the game that is sometimes a true hit, but oftentimes a genuine miss. And that element is fun. A lot of us live and breathe by tier lists nowadays, especially in the 5-star meta. You want to take up the right character so you don't waste your resources. You want to have someone that you can stand by whenever any type of content comes through. And I have nothing against that. Hence why we have Zombie Triple H's to chase. We got Keith Lee's to pull and roll for. We got veteran Cena's that we clear out faction vaults so everyone can get a step up. I am not against that. But what makes those characters fun? I want y'all to think about that. What makes them fun? Zombie Triple H, the way that he's able to cycle and hit you like a truck without the pin bar moving. Okay. That means you can do some crazy wild cards and you don't have to worry about a pin. But what makes that fun? Keith Lee hits harder than anything. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million damage. I get it. Saves your health packs out of the gate first turn. But what makes him fun? Mr. Sacco bleeds you to death. Helps out with showdowns. Cool. But what makes him fun? Now, everyone's variation of fun is different. Okay? I grew up on Pokemon. So some of you might relate to me. A 90s baby's a Coral. Start out the game. Got 3 choices. Do I go with easy mode? Go with Bulbasaur? Do I go with intermediate, medium? Do I choose Squirtle? Or do I go balls to the wall hard with Charmander? Some of you choose Squirtle. Some of you choose Charmander. Me? It wasn't about difficulty choice. I just went with the Pokemon that stood out to me. I went with Bulbasaur. You make it to the Elite Four with your Charizard. You beat Blue with your Blastoise. I dominated with my Venusaur. You picked up this Pokemon first, I picked up this Pokemon first. The destination was the same. The journey was different. But at the end of the day, regardless of who we chose, we have fun. Within WWE Champions, it's hard to come across units that are like that. It's very hard. We picked them for different reasons, and then you got to think with how resources are, you got to stay committed. And with how pulls can be, the RNG is far in between. There's some of us who got blessed and have the disposable income to properly fund collecting every single superstar in the game. A lot of us don't have that option. Some of us get very lucky and pull a god tier unit. Didn't expect it, but we don't take it for granted. But Trickster Triple H is a character that I enjoy because when I watch him being used by the broskies, they all seem to have fun with how he was used. And it was still a thing, like they might say, hey, he isn't god tier, but they basically pretty much got the same point across. He's versatile. There's many ways to run him. And characters like that bring forth that element of fun that sometimes is missing when you're dealing with the continuous loop of stale content every single month. Blitzes, showdowns, feuds. Stipulation tours are on the way. Invasions, are they even still a thing? Will they ever return? But having a character that you can pick up, that you can pull and possibly recruit, one way or the other, that just makes your experience far more enjoyable than chasing down tierless units, that's a special quality. A special quality that we don't often see within WWE Champions. And that's why I have to say, it's been a while since I've done a video like to pull or not to pull. I say to pull for him. Even if you get scoped. This guy, he's just a fun character. You just look at how you can run him so many ways to blow up the board, being able to cycle. Also, you can use the submission. And then even after the submission, you can still blow up the board and cycle the low charge moves, the tag link with Degeneration X. He's going to be benefiting a lot of people, even in a showdown matchup where he isn't teamed up with someone from DX. Looking at how destructive his movesets can be, he can cycle not only his moves, but his partner's moves. Whether in a male tag team or a mixed match tag team setup, Triple H is going to be a solid guy. He's going to save you health packs, and depending on which path you go, you can use Slick Rick for more gem damage. You can use Honky Tonk Man as well to reduce gem damage. You can run him double Fury. You can run him double Armor. He's going to be a problem. He's going to be an asset. And you know what? I think about it like this too. It's good to have some god tier units on your squad. I'm not denying that. I'm still happy as hell that I finally got Zombie Austin on my team. Cheat code. Help me clear out all of the Royal Rumble tours with ease at 4-star gold. Just because I was able to skip turn. And yeah, matches might have took me forever in a day, but I walked away with resources that I needed. In WWE Champions, when you come across really fun units, that's a benefit within itself. Just like Godfather, he might not be a god tier showboat, but he guarantees you max loot every time. And it's fun to see the board turn into all loot boxes or loot gems and know that you're walking away with the W more oftentimes than not. There's certain characters that just come out and they're in their own lane. And this Triple H is definitely that. And yeah, you can make that argument with different tier lists. Well, he isn't Big E. He isn't Hollywood Hogan. I understand and I respect that completely. But again, everyone's version of and definition of fun is different. But to me, Triple H is one of those guys that's genuinely fun. It kind of reminds me of how when Gearson reacted to Tech Taker's finisher, he genuinely got a chuckle out of seeing Taker throw the guy out of the ring. A lot of us were throughout the comments were like, oh my God, he genuinely just threw someone out of the ring. Because it was fun. You know, it doesn't always got to be top tiers and all this. Sometimes it's embracing what you have, using that character, and learning to enjoy that character throughout. So with this contest that's coming up, there's going to be a solo, there's going to be a faction, there's going to be leaderboard rewards, there's going to be a tour that's open so you can get resources and get shards for them. You're going to have this whole ornament ordeal going on too. You got a brand new faction vault as well. Now with Tech Cena's faction vault, I believe the max level was level 5 or 6. With Triple H's, it's level 4. So if y'all can team up with your faction mates and form Voltron again and max it out, you're walking away with a guaranteed Triple H. And again, if anything, if not for being a fun unit, he has a great coaching ability. Trickster Sheamus gets a good nod of respect here. You know what I mean? Trickster Big Show becomes even more big of a problem. Tech Randy Orton, Tech Bret Hart, Botch Gem guys, monsters. Even I believe Tech Mankind could benefit from this, or maybe even Powerhouse Mark Henry. They benefit from this trainer ability. I also think Natalya would possibly deal well with having him as a coach as well. But this is a guy that's going to be bringing a lot to the table. And I want to ask y'all this before I head out of here. I just wanted to just cover the facts that I'm impressed by this guy's gameplay, and I think he's going to be a benefit to many who pull him, especially if you're looking for a solid trickster. He's going to be that answer. And with this new contest, you're going to have an opportunity at a legendary new gen trickster strap form with a random bonus. Could be gem damage, could be move damage, could be stun. The point is, this is a guy that's going to be so much fun for you to utilize, and you're not going to have any regrets pumping resources into him. You got to think, we're playing a game where there's certain characters, we pump resources into them just for their trainer and coaching abilities. Not because, they're fun to use, just because they have a job. And living in the meta that we live within WWE Champions, where a lot of stuff is based off of event and contest meta, we live and breathe by faction feuds. We got the same vicious cycle of stale content throughout every single month-long contest. Limited time tours, blitz grind, showdown grind, faction feud grind, new superstars out the wazoo. Might walk away with some solid resources from the prize wall depending on how things go, let alone if you spend disposable income. Okay, you get in what you put in. This is a game that literally is a hit and a miss when it comes to the fun factor. And games are supposed to be fun. No matter if it's on mobile, no matter if it's on a PlayStation 5, an Xbox One, a PC, all the way back to the days of board games. Games are supposed to be fun. There's supposed to be an element of fun that comes with any game. And when you have a game like WWE Champions that more oftentimes feels like a job, a responsibility, that sucks the enjoyment out of the experience completely. You're investing in characters not because you're a fan of said character. You're doing it because it's a necessity for you to survive the content landscape of the realm. And that's not cool. That's not cool. Be thankful for your roster. Be thankful of the characters that have brought you this far. A lot of us were grinding out this game with characters that are booty butt cheeks. But during the time, they were fun to use because they pulled off some clutch stuff that they can't do now in this new 5-star meta. It's just the God honest truth. I can't say it enough. I still remember the days where I was using Xavier Woods for everything and anything before trainer abilities, before realizing how god tier ADR was, and he was sitting right there on my roster for the longest time. And I remember switching things up, grinding up and investing in ADR as well as Stardust. I remember those days. But you know what? Even if they fell off the marquee, even if they fell off the tier list, those guys made my games fun. I remember using Sheamus and Big E for everything. They were fun to use. And then when I was lucky, when I pulled New Face of America Kevin Owens, when I pulled AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, they were game changing. Not because, AJ was the god of the 3-star meta. No, because they were fun to run. And Triple H gives me those moments to reminisce about characters I used to play with in the past. And I just want to talk to y'all about that. Now that we know he's coming this weekend, I know a lot of you are sick of it. 6 class Triple H, okay, first guy to double up on a clash with strikers. That's cool. That's a moment in itself. But you can't take away from this guy being a sight to see in an enjoyable unit. And he's going to be a problem for many people this upcoming weekend when you come across him. Them low charge moves, the damage that he can deal, especially if you got Honky Tonk Man on him or you got Slick Rick, the plethora of ways that you can run this guy. He's going to be a sight for sore eyes for many and a sight to see in action if you pull him. But who is a champion that's on your roster, even if you don't pull them out all the time? Who is a character that you love to use all the time? Because whenever you play with that character, you genuinely have fun. Even if you got Keith Lee or Hogan sitting at 5-star, you got your Tex Cena already strapped out the wazoo at 4-star gold ready to go up. Who are champions on your account that whenever you look at them, you just feel like, oh, I'm going to take them to the road real quick and I'm going to play a couple games? Just because it's fun. It's not a thing of, oh, I got to share this on Facebook and have people laugh at me because, oh, I like using it. No, I genuinely just enjoy the character regardless of where he or she's placed on the tier list. I have fun when I use this character. I'll grind out all my points for feuds. I'll grind out all my stuff for showdown. I'll grind out all my blitzes. And when I've done my part for my faction fam, this is a character that I like to sit back and enjoy. Genuinely. Not moving the pin bar is cool. Stunning people, it's groovy. Dealing millions upon millions of damage or hundreds of thousands of damage in one turn. That's dope. But is it fun, though? Is it fun? With that being said, y'all, you already know what's up. Didn't mean to hold y'all for long, but I didn't say this was going to be short, sweet, and brief either. So, let's get to the point right now. Hey, yo. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you, my beloved hashtag champions fam. Are you ready for this faction feud grind? Are you and your faction fam going to go the distance to max out that faction vault so you can all walk away with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, New Gen Trickster, Connecticut Blue Blood? I wish you all nothing but the best in your endeavors. I hope that you have a blessed weekend. And if you like this video, leave a like. Leave a comment. Also, Merrick's feud prep video is down in the video description. Make sure to check that link. Make sure to check out the link to the official blog and website and see what's all going on so you can be properly informed and educated, especially if your faction fam doesn't know what's going on yet. Go ahead and drop that knowledge on them. Knowledge is always forever power. But again, if you like this video, leave a like. Make sure to share it. And if you haven't done so already, but you rock with your boy, the bad guy WWE champion, Zeke 410, please subscribe and also hit that bell for all future notifications from this channel. Mad love always. Thank you again to all the broskies over at the Scopely Content Creator Group who provided some amazing Hunter Hearst Helmsley gameplay. I can't wait to see who the next champion is that is going to be released. Definitely excited, and I'm pretty stoked for this. I can't wait to see how things go. That means that we're up to 4 champions now. Lacey Evans, free-to-play MLC champion. Striker Orton, Chase champion. Tech AJ Styles showdown. Trickster H, feuds. So 2 more units to be introduced. I really thought they were going to go with a modern era theme this time around, but they switched it up. So who knows who's next? Maybe Reality. Maybe PG, Ruthless Aggression, Attitude Era, Legend. Anything's possible now after seeing this. But very fun unit. And best of luck to all those who do decide to go after him and pull him. But again, answer that question down below. Who are champions on your roster that regardless of if you're taking care of tier lists, recommendations and all, who are characters that you still take time out of your day to utilize whenever you can because you genuinely have the most fun using them, even if they're not a god tier broken unit. Until next time, y'all, mad love always. Stay tuned. Peace!